There's a lot of work that goes into signing a class in general. Obviously, meeting needs and the evaluation from a culture fit. A smaller class than usual. I think a lot of that is because of the transfer portal. I think a lot of that is also based on having to get back to the number of 85 scholarships. Last year with the COVID year, the NCAA gave you a chance to go over 85. This year, they're making you be back at 85. So I think you'll see classes across the country look smaller, less high school guys being signed for both of those reasons. But I'm really excited about this group, and so I'll start at running back. I think Micah, you look at 9.7 yards per carry. That's pretty impressive. Big back, all-purpose back, moves really well laterally, catches the ball well out of the backfield. He's physical. He runs, the football extremely hard, and has got a really good feel for the game. Got good vision. He's tough. He's durable. He's a great fit. Obviously, you're always comparing guys to. How do you find your next Benny LeMay? And we think this guy's got an opportunity to be really special. Boston for us is, we needed length, and you'll see that I think at the offensive line position, we were able to add some really good athletic ability with some length, and I think some of these guys will continue to grow. But good size, very smart football player, fundamentally sound, and obviously a local guy for us. Recruiting the Carolinas was extremely important. So adding Boston is really big. Antonio, another Carolinas boy. Played high school football for Perry Parks, and a large human. Played offensive and defensive line. Was recruited at both positions. We're going to play him at the offensive line position, but he's I think the great part about Antonio is that we watched his growth even as a high school senior. And got a chance because he was committed so early to really coach him off of what he was doing on film, and you just saw him get better and better. I think he's got a really bright future. Reggie is a do-it-all guy, unbelievable in the return game. Got really good hands. It seems that North Cobb always has these type of athletes. Really good high school football program. Coached well. Football is important to him. He knows what it takes to be successful at this level. He runs. He brings a speed element that we're looking for in that receiver group. And a guy that we recruited and really got on late. So excited to be able to get him in the mix. Cade is a guy that we've been on a long time. Is just really solid. 260 is probably not accurate. He's I think he's a really, really fundamentally sound, strong offensive lineman that has been with us for a long time. I think we're really comfortable with him, and I think he's comfortable with us. Again, a great program, a local guy that was important to keep him home. Avion is meeting a need in the secondary. He'll be a January admit, so he'll be here for the spring. A really highly recruited high school player that we fought some battles on and stayed committed to us, even though we've had some transition with our secondary coaches. I really like his mentality. I like his size. Covers a lot of the field. I mean, he looks the way they're supposed to look. But a big time get for us going out of state to Ohio and picking him up. Braden's a stud. We really recruited one kicker in this class, and he's got a special ability, got a really strong leg, has done it all, at Porter Ridge. Again, another local guy, so you see a common theme, a lot of Carolinas guys in this class. But keeping Braden here, he was recruited by a lot of different people, and I think it picked up as he went through his season. But he's a weapon, and excited to be able to add him to the competition. Jake is every bit of 6'6". A guy that we fought a lot of group of five battles on. A great basketball player. He's actually region or district MVP in basketball as well. You see there, Gatorade Class A State Player of the Year in basketball as a junior. Going to go play basketball again. This winter for his high school team. He's he's a great athlete and got a size that you can't coach. And I'm excited about him. We recruited him hard. I think that Joe Cox did a great job with getting him in the boat. Again, another North Carolina guy. McGuire is. He can run. I mean, he's a 10.8 100 guy. He's a 110, top 15 in the state of Florida in the 110 hurdles. He, he's got a different type of speed. He's got a really good ability to bend and make plays on the ball. We think he's got a really good frame. He's gonna be a guy who can do it all and play a lot of different positions for us. But we've been excited about him for a while, and obviously great athletes in the state of Florida. This is another really good one. Kendall, local guy. I think he's got a chance to be the steal of the class. I think he's got a special type of ceiling. Obviously, when you talk to a lot of coaches around this area, this is a guy that they've gone up against that they have a lot of respect for. Most high school coaches are trying to talk you into their guy. Most high school coaches I talk to about Kendall are really impressed. Probably a little bit under-recruited for what his ability is. But I think Coach Rosamondo and Coach Kanata have done a great job making him feel at home, and important to keep him here. Fresh does not lack confidence. An unbelievable basketball player. I got a chance to go down and watch him play basketball. He was dunking on everybody. He's got great ball skills. Came to camp for us this past summer, and we fell in love with him there. Just a competitive, leader that people follow. And just has an incredible amount of athletic ability. It's fun to watch him play both football and basketball. Also a track guy, so special athlete, and gives us the ability to be able to run some speed sweeps and continue to add speed on the perimeter, take the top off the coverage. Reed is from a really good program in Nashville. CPA, had a lot of success, been coached hard. They have been in the state championship games multiple years, so he's a winner. He knows what it looks like. Has played tight end, played linebacker. Very smart, instinctive football player that we feel like can be a really good player in the box, and a great get for us going back to my home state, the Volunteer State, and getting Reed. It was awesome to be back on the road again, to be back in some local high schools and be in home visits. It felt like recruiting again, You've forgotten how tired you are at the end of it, You're on the road and you're catching 5 o'clock flights, 5 a.m. flights, and getting back. And obviously this is a point in time where there's a bunch of things going on around the city, whether it's a luncheon or, the Bronco Nagurski Awards or whatever it is. So you're flying in and out of the Charlotte airport a lot. But I think that I feel really good about these guys because I've been in their homes. I know them. Where last year I felt good about them because of a Zoom, not because I knew everybody in their family. And I think that's why you didn't see any surprises today. Having them on an official visit, I think, makes these guys more committed to what's going on. They feel like they've looked around, they've been recruited by other people, and they want to be at Charlotte. And then you add, you're in the homes Monday through Friday, and then you got a recruiting weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's perfect for somebody like ADD with ADD like I have, and that it's always changing, and now you're on to the next. We're going to finish up this class, have some guys that are going to be enrolling in January. You're always in the, looking at the portal, and if those guys are fits, but you're also on to 2023 guys because we'll get out in January, especially around here, and make sure that we're getting ahead of the 23 prospects. So a great high school class. I've told y'all from the get-go that I would like to constantly sign the majority of our class from the high school level because I want to develop and I want to build with high school guys. We've talked about the importance of signing guys from the Carolinas. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half of your class is from the Carolinas, and and we didn't just recruit guys from the Carolinas just to sign them. We recruited guys that we felt like could help us and have great experiences here. So excited about the fits, excited about the ability, and obviously days like today are what you can look at 4 or 5 years down the road and say this is where the program changes. I think that the best part about it for me, a lot of these guys have been on campus. A lot of them we've seen in person and had, camp evals, so we've seen how they work and how they respond. The other thing about it as a head coach is this is how you're evaluated. I mean, this ultimately wins and loses football games. So, the last 2 years I think have been really special classes. I think this will add to it, and looking forward to adding some more.